Hey y'all, Brink-Castleberry here with JustAskKim.com, and this week has been an absolute Facebook frenzy with so many Facebook changes. And what's even more crazy is that on Thursday, the 22nd, Facebook is hosting its F8 conference. And this conference, every year, they announce all sorts of changes. And there's a lot of rumor mill speculating at the moment. There's a whole lot of speculation, but Facebook announces none of this in advance, okay? Well, they announce the conference in advance, and they announce a couple little snippets on their page for it. But there really is almost nothing confirmed. And while we're pretty certain that they are bringing out some music integration, we've also got some pretty good certainty that they're doing something with this so-called new class of Facebook social apps. Beyond that, we don't know a whole lot. There's a lot of speculation over some new buttons. There's a lot of speculation over a couple layout changes. There's a lot of speculation all over the place. And what we need to not do at the moment is to really care, okay? The whole thing at the moment is this rumor mill that everybody's having fun gossiping, but no one knows what's coming. And it's great for media buzz. It's pretty awesome for that. But it's not going to do any good for you to waste your time speculating over this or that. Haven't heard anything in the list so far, even in the rumor mill, that could be bad news. That's not to say that anything couldn't surprise us, because we almost always learn that we knew nothing before these events, and they come out and bring stuff out that we had no clue about. So we'll see what happens with the F8 conference on Thursday the 22nd. By a couple days after, we should start seeing some blog posts of stuff that was announced at the event. And we should know more by next week about what we're going to be dealing with going forward. Now, the one thing you do want to pay attention to, however, is that coming up on the 1st of the month, on October 1st, is the new rules for the SSL requirement for the iframes for Facebook fan pages goes into effect. And that means that if you're using iframes and your images are not hosted on a HTTPS, or if you're doing a custom iframe where you're using like a WordPress site, if you don't have an SSL certificate. Remember, I warned you guys about this at the iframe 101 class that I did. You might have bought that course. Remember, I warned you about the fact that we were certain to see Facebook move to requiring SSL. That's all going into effect on the 1st. I'm going to be blogging more about that this week. I'm going to be talking more about what the rules are, what the policies are, what you can do, what you might want to hire somebody else to do, and who's affected and who's not. That's something to really pay attention to. Don't let that one fly under the radar if you have custom fan pages. But the rest of this stuff, let it all go. Okay, we'll know more next week, and hopefully we'll be looking at some really awesome improvements. I've been really excited about the stuff that Facebook has done this week, as even though some of it's been kind of frustrating, they've really taken some of the best that's come from the Google Plus platform and brought it into Facebook and really expanded a lot of what we can do. So that the Google Plus platform has been very good for Facebook, and I hope that's a trend. I hope that Facebook, now having some real competition and somebody that's really taking some market share, is going to push Facebook to innovate faster, harder, better, and really keep an eye on things. And so I'm optimistic about that going forward. All right, I'm going to, over it out for this. I look forward to having great announcements for you for the F8 conference, and look for more from me this week on the Facebook iframe issues and SSL. All right, Brink-Castleberry, and I'll talk soon.